here in Uganda and all over the world. You have all been seeing the brutality that is occasioned on us by the security forces, by the police, by the military and other security agencies. It is clear that this election is not in the hands of the Electoral Commission. We have numerously complained to the chairman of the Electoral Commission, who one time claimed that he's not on social media, so he's not able to follow what is happening. He's also reported to have said that his DSTV subscription was cut off, so he was not able to know what was going on, even though he himself and the entire Electoral Commission said that this is going to be a scientific election, therefore a scientific campaign. Many of our people have been murdered in cold blood by the police and the military. Some were run over by police trucks, while others were shot and killed execution style. All these we brought to the attention of the Electoral Commission, which did not do anything. Just a few days ago, a journalist that was covering closely the happenings, Ashraf Kasiri, was shot on the head and is still in critical condition in the intensive care unit of Rubaga Hospital. Our brother, Senteza Frank, was murdered, was run over by a military police truck. Yesterday, I was supposed to campaign in Kalangala Islands as per the Electoral Commission schedule. For the record, Kalangala Islands is not any of the places that were restricted for campaigns. However, we were followed by police and the military, and a military chopper came over with very many military men and SFC soldiers. All of our team, to the tune of 90 plus people, including our medical team, our security team, our media team, and other journalists, were arrested and they remain in illegal incarceration. I was also arrested by the military and I was put in a military chopper with more than 50 soldiers, flown to Kololo airstrip, transferred to a police car that drove me and dumped me here at my gate. But before that, I was arrested and put into that mobile police van together with my personal bodyguard, Eddie Mutwe. We were pepper sprayed and yes, tear gas in that truck. So that is what the regime is doing. I've said it before and I say it again, that we know that this is meant to break our resolve. This is meant to weaken us, but we are not going to give up, because what we are doing is legal. This is a campaign and it is not a criminal. It's not criminal at all. It's not a crime to campaign during the campaign season. I am a presidential candidate and it is my right to campaign, to reach out to the voters. While the Electoral Commission claims that Mukono district and Kampala district and Wakiso districts and Masaka and many other districts have been restricted for campaigns. All of you have seen General Museveni campaigning. He was campaigning right here in Wakiso. Yesterday, he was in Busabala campaigning, and shameful enough, he is the one giving orders to stop us from campaigning. As per the Electoral Commission program, I and the team were supposed to be campaigning in Bukama Sindi and in PG today. That is sanctioned by the Electoral Commission. That is the program. And after here, I am heading to Bukama Sindi and in PG. Yes, many of our team members were arrested, but that will not stop us, because this is not about Kyagulanyi and it's not about my campaign team. This is about all the people of Uganda that are yearning for change. So therefore, right from here, I am heading to Bukama Sindi for the campaign. I send a message to the Uganda Police Force and the Uganda People's Defense Force that you are continuously being used to break the law. You are abusing the rights of the citizens. But as per the human rights law, you will personally, individually, be answerable for the crimes that you commit against the people of Uganda. As for me, I know that my life has been targeted very many times. My life has been targeted. Almost all of my close working team have been hit. First, it was a journalist that was covering closely around me, Moses Boyo, was targeted and shot in the face by a rubber bullet. Then, my personal producer, Dan Magic, was shot and his face split. He lost his teeth. Then it was the head of my security team, the regional security team, Afande Kato, who was shot on the eye. Then it was Nubian Lee. And recently, it was Kasiri Ashraf who was shot. However, we are not going to give up. Even when you finally shoot me, this will not stop this irreversible revolution. I thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Karibu Zimbabwe.